Women, should you eat and exercise differently across your menstrual cycle? It's common to come across specific recommendations for women to adjust their training and diet according to the cycle, but how reliable are these recommendations? Here's a little history. Up until recently, women haven't been receiving a lot of attention in sports nutrition research, and most of the existing studies are on men. Those involving women have not taken into account phase of the menstrual cycle or the use of hormonal contraceptive, but that's been changing. Some new research has begun to address the menstrual cycle and its impact on nutrition, body composition, and also training. So, what are the recommendations based on? During the cycle, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone levels change, and the fluctuations of these hormones has led to the idea to adapt training and nutrition according to the cycle. For example, to eat more carbohydrates in the first half of the cycle or to train harder in the first 2 weeks. But these ideas are just logically undermined by the fact that not all women have the same 28-day period, and not all of them feel the same during this time. In April 2024, a new study came out and it sheds some light on the effects of menstrual cycle on resting metabolic rate and body composition. The study conducted across 5 weeks during the training camp, and it watched 25 trained female athletes. It's not many, but that's a price to pay for a high level of control. So what did they find? They measured 3 to 5% variability in resting metabolic rate, but that variation caused by sex hormones may be easily overshadowed by the other factors, for example by change in activity levels. And for example, if a female has a resting metabolic rate of 1500 calories, that 5% difference would be only 75 calories a day, which is only slightly more than 10 grams of dark chocolate. So these results suggest that female athletes may not alter their energy needs due to the changes in their resting metabolism across the cycle, and not even according to if they use hormonal contraceptives. Also, measures of body composition according by DEXA scan did not differ significantly over the cycle or as a function of hormonal contraceptive use. So the key message here is this study confirms the previous results of other studies, which can be summarized in 2 points. Optimizing energy availability and macro and micronutrients intake for training needs should be a priority regardless of cycle or phase. And based on the current knowledge and evidence, all we can recommend is that it is a good idea to take into account the different phases. For example, early follicular phase where exercise performance might decrease or increase in other areas of the cycle. But this approach should be tailored to the individual and should not be a blanket statement or recommendation for all women.